He. 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 ABVC.
Hungry this morning. That's not normal.
He. ABVC. He. ABVC.
On to the next.
He. ABVC.
Morning, good morning. DJ.
Morning. How you doing, Tim? Well, you're so quiet today.
Damn, I can't even hear him.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have been talking low.
Oh, there you go. It was you. About to screw with your volume levels because I was like, geez.
Sorry. I'm just not really awake yet, to be honest.
Yeah. Me either, apparently. I don't even know what I was doing in that thing. Yeah, I was thinking it might just flesh, but today looks like it's going to be really, 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 really bad to me, but who knows? I'm being positive. There's just no volume anywhere. What you got up, Jag? Anything looking like it might be okay that I'm missing?
I mean, I haven't even really looked yet, to be honest.
The only gappings like LI, basically all the EVs, but it's not really an interesting gap. Some of the China companies were gapping earlier. Yeah, I like PDD, but still not interesting. Yeah, nothing looks good. Just being honest.
Yeah.
Top. Top. Scanner day for me. Top. 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 Top.
Yeah, I just gotta remember I'm only here for an hour today. Dentist.
Ahi
That's
YOLO
not
candidate.
fun.
I mean, I should be fine. We're
Top.
doing this thing now where we got the whole family kind of linked up at the same time. So it's literally whole family going.
So you're there for hours.
Maybe. I mean, it's supposed to just be like a checkup and cleaning, so I wouldn't think it would take too long.
Yeah, but there's like 5 of you in there, or 4 of you.
Or, yeah, just 4.
So I figure at least half an hour a person, right? Unless they take 2 at a time.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Make sure my phone's charged.
I'm gonna keep an eye on PDD. I think it's gonna jump to like high 84s, and then probably be a decent short if it does that fast. There's no volume right now, but just chart wise, just throwing it out there. I'm sure we would crap ton of shorts on it. Yeah.
You said PDD? I haven't looked at that in a long time.
Yeah, there's no volume right now, but it's just chart wise. I think that's where it should go. I don't know if it'll come in, dude. Who knows?
Not quite the gap up in pre-market, huh?
It's gapping up a little bit. If it gets a little push, it might be interesting. Just something to watch, I guess. Nothing's looking super juicy.
He.
Any thoughts on DLO?
DLL?
DLO. So one
I would-
gapped up big and then ran a little bit yesterday. I'll get some alerts on that one. Ah, there's no volume anyway.
He.
Bro. I hate mornings like this because I don't know what to watch. I have XX, not XX, but 1X up.
He.
I don't know. out.
He. CHGG.
Good luck.
ABVC.
Definitely not jumping into anything too quick, man.
He. NNOX.
PDD with a little pullback. Or DLM,
ABVC.
sorry.
He. TSHA. NNOX. AHI. GNS. ABVC. TSHA. He. NNOX. AHI easy dollar. Hoo at B1. Wolf. JUPW. Out all for now.
Ends with a decent move.
Jumped into HE. I'm not liking it.
Wolf.
Took a little off.
Wolf is moving.
Wolf.
Really don't like that daily chart.
CBIO up.
Our earnings.
A lot of that. That actually gave some back on the back end. Yeah, well, move on. Well, so we can right back down, of course. I just don't like the whippiness of the sun. I'm not gonna watch that.
Carrot.
In stock, Wolf.
Yeah, WOLF. Yep.
I gotta say, I slightly agree with Tim on this one.
I was hoping it would pop through 46, but did not happen.
I think could fall. Maybe.
LYTS earnings.
We got shares.
TSHA.
Ah, it is that day. I just didn't know what to look at.
And spreading.
Here I am.
Got in long, got a bad fill though.
What stock?
Wolf.
In some LYTS.
Good luck.
TSHA. Wolf.
Oh, that was nice.
TSHA.
Just got out. That worked a lot better than I anticipated. Delo's dropping like crazy.
Volume doesn't bother you at all there?
Ugh, the volume in that is so awful, man. Thomas?
Nothing.
Okay. You were just being
ORGN.
quiet, so I figured I'd ask. I kind of agree. Oh, Cisco's popping, but it's earnings. Big
Dollar on
one, I
way.
guess. CSCO. Maybe I want that on a chart, huh?
He.
Oh, wait, she just halted up. I'm glad I'm not in that anymore.
Yep.
Man, that was one I was not willing to play with whatsoever. CSCO has a lot of volume.
AVT.
Might be worth watching. Some chart kind of mess. I can't long it here. I can't. Don't do it. Don't do it. What are these stocks that are halting? I guess it's this Cisco's gonna run.
LL.
I can't jump in this.
LL. LL.
I just made a little more on Wolf
DME
off the
started.
bottom, but it scared me. Upstart is dying.
I just got suckered into Cisco. And I'm going to take a little off because I'm not trusting it. No, this is way too high. This has got to pull back, I feel like.
And Vash, don't look now, but that kid is stealing home.
No, that's Fernando Tatis. No, that's Fernando Tatis.
Your son looks just like him. Can't see him.
You a sucker.
Chase Supreme, dude.
And that's why working at home has its pluses.
Belo's
DLO.
making a nice little run.
Yeah, those are rare.
You get hugs like that, makes it all worth it. Sorry for interrupting.
It does. You're not wrong.
Cisco might be getting interesting for a short over 56, guys.
What's the ticker?
CSCO. Oh, there's a push. I'll push harder than that. I'm long it, but I think over 56 it gets interesting.
I should have got in D-Lo.
I'm on leftovers, man. This trade sucks. Chase said I can't add. I'm just letting it be. This is earnings, though, just to let you know.
Re-CBIO, in a few shots, want something like 65/70ths.
I'm sorry, you watching, Jay?
Watching D-Lo, but volume's low and I missed the drop and I'm scared to buy the dip.
Let's just go in. If I didn't chase this, I would have traded this so much better, but the level of chasing I did was pretty extreme.
Watching Billy a little bit, but it's got a long way to go to make me more interested.
SGHC up.
Got my fib line up at 56, 30 something on this one.
Earnings. Carrot.
Oh,
I wish this Trinity Capital had some volume in it because it would be interesting.
what is that? TCAP or something?
TRIN, but there's only 240,000
LYTS
volume. It's
back to
moving
hot.
slow, but if it had volume, I'd be in it. Probably in about 10 cents.
D today, bro. This trade sucks. I kind of want to get out of it, man. It's so bad.
And yesterday and today. Yeah.
AMD is dropping.
Looks like HE is going to halt up again.
Man, this thing won't even stop me out, man. This is fucking. And made the executive decision not to watch HE today.
GMBL 400K, daily trash. Watching. GMBL.
Stopped out on Cisco.
I'll be right back.
Looks like my should have been on AMD at the bell, but I didn't like where it was opening.
Yeah, I was questioning it.
I mean, it did. I mean, it kind of started that downtrend right as it went into the bell, but it's a tough one, dude. And it was opening up kind of in the middle of where I think it should be, you know. I just, I don't know if it's going up or down at that point.
ETAO NTB.
Like I have a top of the range and a bottom of the
Miss
range, and
GMBL.
like right in the middle of the range, and I'm just like, oh, I can't trade the middle, dude. They're just not all going to be winners. It's all good. I think that Cisco still wants to hit that 5630s. Now that it's chilling out, maybe I can find a trade in it. But this thing won't chill very long.
SGHC took pennies.
It's even more of a chill than that.
TGI up.
Or
Plenty. Daily
anything
sucks.
that people are playing? Can't find anything.
Cisco. AMD.
Yes, but it's not a stock.
Cisco.
Ha 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 ha.
It's lonely.
And yeah, Froggo, of course that's what they're gonna do. That's what that PCG tried to do forever. They tried to blame it on people out in the woods with a campfire and stuff.
I thought it was that
I mean,
chick that came in here to trade that she started the fire. Remember, she went from California across.
It just makes me laugh because it's like, I mean, this is like $1 billion lawsuit in the making. Of course, they're gonna try to get out of it.
Where's your girlfriend?
I don't even remember who that was. They don't stick around. I usually don't remember them.
You just don't use the name this way you don't make any mistakes.
Yeah. Watching this TGI.
LI is another one that got kind of hammered today.
Volume's horrible. Is LI actually moving though?
To the downside.
Sell interesting.
Gapping crap.
Oh, CELL. What's that all about? Volume out of nowhere.
CELL.
Oh, it was halted. I think. It's a buyout.
Buyout.
Did I
Buyout.
miss anything?
Mm-hmm.
$1.
You did. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thanks.
Buy trying to break down again. Man, LI just got pretty schmammered today. Guess we should have shorted any of these that gapped up.
TME dollar on way.
I did not catch them all today.
Catch 'em all.
They evaded me. I had my eyes on all the wrong things. He does like that, man. HE trying to push back up. She's probably got a decent amount of room to the upside if I wanted to keep going. Maybe 1370 or so. Why did I just say 14th? I don't know why I said that number.
Carrot trail.
Because I really think more like 14-ish, 1450. I'm just afraid to play that. It was so whippy at the bell. He's not doing so hot. Ooh, dude, Thomas.
Yeah.
If we were watching Apple today,
What's the ticker?
AAPL.
Apple?
Ooh.
Look at the setup on that, though, dude.
Yeah.
Broke through, broke down below that, entry 176.75 ish. Boom. Down she goes.
Even if you were using previous candle, when it bounced down here at 176.34, it never got back above that. You'd still be in the trade. Well, until this green candle down here.
Took
Yeah,
a small one
if you
on
were
AMD.
using, I wouldn't have used that. You took one in AMD?
Yeah. We were talking, but I'm out of it.
I'm jealous. I wanted something. I wish I would have shorted AMD. It wasn't really up on that one.
So where did you get in,
That
Thomas?
was 2 minutes ago.
Which candle?
4 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. So you got in after. So I would have thought Devin would be looking to get in this on the 940 candle.
I'm watching it right now.
Now it kind of looks like a long.
Not
if it gets some
fails
view up.
that 106.60 area.
So Devin, if you had AMD up and we're looking to trade it, your entry probably would have been on this 940 candle. Oh, you're
I
fine.
was getting coffee. What'd you say?
See how that feels? That's what always happens to me.
The second you walk away, hey Devin.
you never talk to me, and the moment you talk to me, no.
What stock?
No, I was saying
AMD?
on AMD, yeah, the 940 candle, is that where the break of that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little flag there. I mean, that wouldn't have been bad.
I feel like that's like when I pull up and look at your charts, I feel like that's what I usually
Turn around
see is like that move
106.30,
down, the bounce up.
106.20s, get down into 105.50.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd hopefully take some off down here.
When you get in on those, are you pretty much always using the top of that bounce candle as your stop?
It depends. Like, if I draw, like, let's say, I mean, that one happened so fast. I don't know if I would have jumped in that, dude. Those scare me when they're that. Wow, look at this fucking guy.
All right, well let's go over to
Where's my-
Apple since
Nah,
you were
let's
just
look at
saying how
Apple.
good
That
that
one
was.
looks pretty. Yeah, that one looked a little prettier. Well,
Because
that
it kind
one was
of
because
moved up,
that
went
one I liked
sideways.
still because it was up here. Once they get further from like these moving averages, my conviction's a little lighter, dude. Because your biggest move's going to be off this. So this one, it's kind of a similar setup. Like when it came down, and my entry would have been. Hold on, I'm trying to draw this line. I didn't take this obviously, but this is where I would have if I was watching it. I wasn't watching Apple at all. I looked at it because that Scott dude traded it, and I was like, oh, let me see what this fucker did. My entry would have been on the 944 candle as it broke down through its where the 50 is. It was retesting VWAP, retesting that 21, failed it through there. My stop would just have been right above there, dude. It's like 176.80 ish. Because it broke this trend line.
176.80 all the way up there. Oh, so you would have been getting in up there.
I would have been in under 70, and my stop would have been above 80.
Oh, right. I forgot I'm looking at a different chart now. I still had the
No,
AMD
Apple.
chart in my mind.
I would have been in under 70, and my stop would be above 80. So I'd probably be in at 70 or 68, somewhere. I mean, if you hit the buttons wherever I am.
Gotcha. So you're actually using a tighter stop than I would have thought.
On this one, I would have, because it broke this trend line here. I just don't want to see it really back above there. Then it's a fake out, and I'm not down for fake outs.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that was kind of my question is, to me, I wouldn't think it's a fake out until it broke back above like that previous candle per se.
I think it'd be a
'Cause
fake
it's like
out if
if
it got
you
back above that trend line. Like, I see a little trend line here for these. If you put it on 1 minute, you probably see it even better. But yeah, not really. It looks better on the 2 minute. That's funny. That one actually looks better on a 2 minute. But on the 1 minute, the setup almost looks better. That's funny. In the morning, I kind of shift back and forth until like the day progresses. 1 and 2 minutes.
not really seeing this trend line that you're talking about.
I'll post it on a 1 minute.
You're just using intraday?
I'll post it on
FTCH
2
up.
minute.
All right.
That way, because that's what you normally look at. It's not like a massive trend line. This is very small, but it broke down. It wicked down here. Here, I'll post it and then you see it. And then I gotta find a trade, bro. Although I don't know if
Oh, you're
today's gonna
good.
be good, but you find anything else on AMD, Thomas?
I'm still watching it. It was kind of iffy on this candle here. Should have jumped in because it went through to 21 and then came back, tested it, and failed it. But I wasn't liking the price action, so I'm waiting for a little bit more of a confirmation.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I'm not liking the price action on a lot of things today, so. Where the fuck is our church from? Oh, yeah, I can't find it. I'm just posting in chit chat. Oh, there it is. I'm posting charts. It's the purple line. Like, I consider that like a small little trend line, especially since it's came down here, made a little higher low, retested VWAP. To me, this is like a small little mini. You know, it's trying to hold. Once it fails, I'd want to be in, and I'd kind of want to be out of it above it. Give it 10 cents, 15 cents above it, you know?
Hey, D, can I take a shot at you, or are you too sensitive right now?
I don't see the trend line. Did you draw one?
It's a purple
You gotta-
line right
you
there
gotta
under
blow
the
it up,
moving
dude.
averages.
It's hard to see.
Blow it up.
Oh.
It's very
I see
small.
it.
It's
Okay.
2 candles. It's
Okay, I got
it's
you.
just those 2 little
But
candles.
even okay, I see.
Once it breaks those, it's not holding this 50 anymore and breaking that trend line. I consider that it should go down. That's why that one looked really pretty to me, honestly. Because it's not only is it under that trend line, but it's also under that 50, which is what I really want to see. But it's like a double whammy.
Gotcha.
You can do it again down here. It's kind of breaking down below. I'm not used to trading Apple, though, to be honest. Like, this is the stock I'm not super comfortable with. It just broke its trend line down here.
Ah, he's still popping, worth eye in background anyway, on dips kinda thing.
And popped above it. So yeah, I'm not super comfortable with this stuff.
No fills FTCH.
Kind of an interesting area.
PRAX. Ritu plenty, will be a builder for me. Waiting for some speed.
Apple small size.
TRKA is up 30%. Problem is, it's got another $23 to go to the high, and only 30 cents to go to the low.
MODD.
In upstart long.
Looks sir. Yeah, see, that's what AMD was looking like. Now I'm curious.
Sorry.
MODD.
Yeah, AMD actually did the same thing, but then it failed.
No, it's stopping me out, isn't it?
What are you in, Devin?
Apple.
You chased it a little bit.
MODD.
You got the bounce, looking for it to come lower.
I'm in a 107.30, so I'm a little green right now.
Right, so you got in basically for the break of this
This
support
trend
line that
down
it
here,
formed.
thinking it's going lower.
So where would your stop on this one be?
107 or 175.50.
You're just using the $0.50 in this case.
Yeah, it's $0.50 kind of where that trend line's hitting.
So you're basing your trend line off of the first bottom it made, and then
Then that
like
first
those
try to
two
go higher
candles
and then it
before.
failed.
Yeah,
It's kind of the
okay.
same principle that you were looking at before going up, where you see one that
Right, you're
where the
just doing
weakness
it
comes
while
in.
it's coming down. Yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, in a market like this, it makes much more sense to do it the way you're doing it, because everything seems to be trending.
Yeah, if you can find something trending down, you can probably get a little meat on the bone. This has got room down to like 173 easy. I don't know if it'll go there, but I actually should put this on these shorts. Boom. Wow, look at that. Okay.
Oh,
Ride it deep.
PRAX.
look at that drop. Nice.
Took off a baby bit there.
Only 25%, right?
No, I took off 50%, but I'm not in big, so.
That was the biggest candle it's had all day. I'd be
You gotta
taking
take
a decent amount there.
A little juice. Wow, that was a big move though. That was $1. I didn't even realize I got that much.
Yeah, that thing dropped like a rock.
That's what I'm saying. You look for those key areas, and you should get decent moves once you're in. At the right times,
PRAX.
you know. That's kind of the whole premise of the way I trade. Is I'm looking for the areas where I think it's gonna really drop once it or pop. I mean, if I'm long, but once I'm through it. If it's something that's like keeping me in it for 20 minutes and just staying at I'm probably in at the wrong spot, you know, and that's when I can start kind of questioning my view on it.
Hey, Vesh, check the sports headlines on James Harden.
On who?
James Harden.
PRAX.
Did you say James
He's
Harden?
he's going to play for the Saudi. Saudi's going to pay $1 billion to get him out of the NBA.
The Saudis?
Chinese fans bought 10,000 bottles of star James Harden's wine in seconds. The heck? That's such a random like headline to have based off of that. I'm confused. I don't see anything about that. I just see stuff about people buying his wine.
PRAX.
I'm not hitting ESPN yet, but it's on the news, so that's the reason why.
PRAX plenty. Go go.
James Harden shows why NBA players should always take the money. James Harden says fans in China deserve to actually see
PRAX.
me come play.
IONM 89K.
Unfortunately, dude, I did not go in this thing heavy because I'm not used to playing Apple. I'm really kind of now. I'm like, man, maybe Apple does work.
Thomas, when I heard you screaming, I thought you were playing your video game.
What?
When you're
Cheering
screaming
me
at Apple,
on.
then when it went down.
Oh,
I thought you were
I
playing.
gotcha. I just like a little lost there. Okay.
He's trying to
You're on your
encourage me
hot
not
mic
to be a
playing a
bee. He's like, hold it, hold it.
Got to do the Braveheart thing for Devin.
Hold.
I think when it goes fast in your direction.
70.
You might want to look at AMD if you're comfortable in Apple.
AMD just did something. Oh, yeah.
It's not in a spot for me, but it looks like your spot.
Not to short it, dude. Honestly, I have this bottom trend line right here at 105. I just don't know what it'll do once it hits there. I think it'll pop. So I'm honestly getting to the point where I don't think I'm short it. But we'll see. The SPY, I don't know, man. This is a weird market. I really have no clue where anything's going. I feel like AMD could go all the way down to 162. I mean, or not AMD, but Apple. I just
Carrot
feel
dollar.
I bet you your Meta's doing horrible today, huh? Steve? Honestly, Meta's holding up better than some of these other ones. Still, we're down like 25 to 30 bucks from the highs.
Yeah, down 30. That's enough damage.
I can't hear your words.
I said it's down $30 from the high. That's enough damage, in my opinion.
He's like, let's stop there, all right? Let's stop. Damn, I don't know
Woohoo.
what the
At
SPY
Guru
is
David.
doing, man. She's looking weak as fuck.
Now, unfortunately, unlike pets, I can't control the price out.
Yeah, you gotta get better at that, dude.
TPET worth I2.
So damn expensive. I there.
Why are you so freaking robot-y? Nerd.
Def. Thanks.
Ow. Itchy, itchy.
PRAX.
AMD right down into my bounce possible area. Jesus.
PRAX.
Getting through it. Did that not set up for a short for you, Thomas? Oh, yeah, it did. It could have been under 106.04.
Who you were talking to, D?
Saying you could have been in AMD.
I actually, as soon as I told you to look at it, I jumped on the phone.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
IONM 23K, no fights.
I mean, it's kind of a sloppy setup, I'd say, you know, but it kind of pushed up through that 50, big wick down, kind of chopped around here, but maybe below the 23.6.
Yeah, I agree with you.
No,
I think-
106.05, risk off 106. I mean, if you want to be tight about it, you could do 106.10 or 15. Give it 10 cents. Say if it starts going back up to, or you could do the next fit. I mean, dude, honestly, if you really wanted to stay in these, you could do the 38 too.
Well, when it happened, and I told you right after, is because I said I should have been in, but it was kind of iffy because when I first looked at it, like you said, 106.5, I was questioning to jump in, but I would have been risking up. What I first saw was 160.40, and I was like, oh man, that's 40 cents a risk. I don't know about that. Even though I could have came to the top of that previous candle, which would have put me at about 25 cents risk.
Yeah.
And by the time it happened, it already busted through. I was already questioning the trade. So I was kind of like,
I gotcha.
let's just wait. Well, then when that candle finished, the next candle opened.
It was so much lower.
I was watching it, and I mentioned it to you, and then my boss called, and I jumped on it. I missed it.
At that point, you were probably thinking maybe if it retests and fails, but then it didn't retest either, so that might have been a rough one either way.
All I can say
straight down.
is stay
but
disciplined.
even then, on the next candle, I could have risked up
I'm not
to the
saying I'm a
23
professional
cents.
trader, but I know professional
20
traders
cents.
aren't trading a lot on days like today.
Yeah, if you would have got in at like 105,
And if they are,
80,
they're
what is that, 105?
not being disciplined today.
85.
I've been
85
following
86,
some people on Twitter
106,
that are professional traders.
Yeah.
That would have been fine. But
and days that I'm not trading and they're having big red days.
Out of curiosity, are you thinking about taking this type of trades on with that 20 cents?
Pretty sure that's a good thing.
Risk.
Right now, on AMD, it would be 200 shares.
So you're risking $40.
Yeah. Well, like earlier on that trade, I don't know if you've seen it, I posted it. I jumped in with 200, and then I accidentally added another 200, like right after it broke. I let it go, and I was like, oh shit. So I hurry up and took half off. Well, I was kind of rattled. Then the next candle opened, it started going up. I'm like, I'm rattled on getting out, and made whatever, $20.
Still in this thing. I'm just kind of waiting to see what it does.
Yeah, I didn't want to let that button go right there because I was planning on adding if it kept dropping down,
I'm not letting this come back up to me, and that's for sure. You better start failing.
Reply to B1, he's still popping, worth eye in background anyway, on dips kinda thing, shocking, $, on way.
Jesus, AMD, what has happened to you? Another day though, I mean, yesterday ended up being pretty good with our, the trades I had later in the day. That added enough towards an okay day. But it was like work all day to get like a decent day, but that happens. I mean, that's funny. Like, I can't bitch about that. I had to work all day to get a good day.
Work all day in my pajamas.
That's what I told my wife. I'm like, it's so funny. Like, I literally was kind of like frustrated with the day because I'm like, it turned out to be a good day, but I'm like, it took me all fucking day to get there. And I'm like, that's such a spoiled thing to say. Like, everybody else works all day. I'm like, Jesus. I had an 8.5 hour day. Just chill the fuck out. Oops. Devin just made a mistake.
You double down?
Yep. I mean, my average is on Apple. I went to put my stop in and I hit the wrong stop. I keep fucking doing that.
Are they the same color?
No, I just forget if I should be putting a break-even sell or break-even buy, and I clicked the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
The break-even buy is green, the break-even sell is red. It's very logical. It's not that I don't know what I'm hitting, it's that I think that's what I'm supposed to be hitting. So far, I top ticked that candle, but it's probably gonna go get me. It doesn't really matter. I was letting this go to break even, but now I will again, and it just is what it is. All right, break even's in. It is what it is. My average is still up at 14, 75, 14. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna let this thing just do what it's gonna do. I'll be right back. Am I out? I am out. Now I think I top ticked that candle. Tim, you still here?
Yep.
All right, I'll post that one. I mean, that one you can probably see a little clearer, the trend line break, but it's basically, I mean, this is 100% just go with the trend trade, you know?
Okay.
The stop on that one would have been above that previous red candle that I got in on. So whatever that is.
Right.
Just 107.60. And then, you know, it's 58. I make it 60. I just make it whole. If I throw it up there, I'm going to put it above it.
Makes sense.
Just because if it goes back up there, it kind of negated that break, you know?
Right. Yeah. And that was kind of my point, is if it breaks that previous candle. I mean, I get what you're saying with the trend line, and I guess every minute that goes by, like the trend line kind of gets further away anyway, but I feel like ultimately, like it basically created a pivot there at 175.60. So to me, it would be the break of that would get me out. Like it actually did it on what was Upstart and on AMD.
I did. Yeah, I mean, and dude, if you find a, like I just told Thomas, like if he made his out the next, you know, fib line instead of, oh, AMD is dying.
Yeah, it is. That actually looks like it would have been a great trade. You even have a really nice trend line and everything.
Right here. Yeah, I should have an eye on that one.
IONM done.
I just thought this level would hold, and it did not so far.
Well, so what I'm saying is, remember we were talking about earlier that it would have made that small trend line and then it died. If you got in over there, like obviously it worked out. But on the second time when you were talking about getting in, which was here, when it went the VWAP at 950, came down, started making the trend line. Yeah, AMD.
Okay.
So if you would have, well, I guess you never would have got back in this because it never went back down to 105.50.
Oof.
Because I mean, that's
The
ultimately
place I
what you're
should have
looking
been
for,
on
right?
this is maybe like below VWAP 106.27, even 106, even below 106. I just had that 105.50 area that I was worried about, but that's just said, or 105. Below 106.
All right, yeah.
That's
Let
a
me draw
dollar.
this trend line. quick.
I should have been on this. Jesus Christ, is the SPY just dying? What the fuck is going on? No.
SPY's actually chopping. I think it's just AMD broke a key level.
AMD's gonna die, bro.
Yeah, so here's a good example. Like on Upstart, I don't think if you got in this, you would have took profit this quick. So you have your trend line. Well, I mean, maybe you're in this early enough to where you could have. I don't know. This is where I have problems reading these. It's like Upstart, it came down, made the bottom at 944 candle.
I'm gonna pull it up. Give me 1 second. Just
Yeah,
trying to
you're
flush
good.
it out.
I figured you already kind of missed AMD, so.
There's chances down here if it wants to go lower.
I was thinking if it tested that 105 and failed it, he would be looking to get in.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
a
well,
line
that's not
up
gonna
there at
happen in the next
105.
couple minutes.
Yeah, no, I got time. I mean, I just wanted to get I got some Fibonacci shown on there too. Just wanted to see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to leave anyway, so.
All right, go ahead. Tell me.
So this 944 candle, it
9.
came down, made a low.
Up 944. Are we on Upstart?
Yeah,
okay.
Upstart.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
And then it starts a trend line back up, and then on the break of that trend line is when it's coming down there. That's typically when you would get in something, right? Or are you looking for the break of that 944 candle, which was what, 30.91?
31. What? 30.91. Oh, 30.91.
Isn't this a trade that you would take? Yeah, 30.91.
The only issue I have is how extended it is from everything. I kind of hate those. And it's just because.
Didn't you just take a trade like that?
No.
On Apple?
If on Apple, well, let's see. I switched over to the 1 minute, which is why I took that. But it wasn't that far, dude. Like if you see that 21 kind of caught up with it, even on the 2 minute, and on the 1 minute, it totally did.
Yeah, see, I don't have any of those trend
See, I
lines on
do.
my.
And
Right.
when it's too far from them, I kind of have trouble taking them. Just because I'm like, it's got to come back up here at some point, or this is.
See, on mine, Upstart, like, because I do have, like, VWAP and one trend line. Apple looks much further away than Upstart.
Doesn't?
Like, Apple made more, like,
it's not
big pushes
not on,
down than
not on the ones
Upstart.
I have. I mean, it looks pretty far for me, but I don't know. I wasn't there, so I wasn't watching it as it was happening either.
Yeah.
More of where I'd probably be interested in this Upstart is when it kind of came back up here to 31.50 and maybe broke down below 31.35.
We're actually
risking off of 31.55, possibly. I don't know.
Well, so you're talking over here. I was just curious, like, if you would have got in on, say, the 954 candle, like looking for the break of the lows there, and then it kind of faked out, like, what would the stops be there?
Hold on, on Upstart.
Yeah, like let's say you thought that was a good trade,
If I
like
got
the trend
in
lines are
like
coming
on
down,
this
etc.
52 candle, I guess is the one.
50, yeah, either 52 or 54.
Let me see. I'm gonna draw what I would have considered.
So I feel like you would have been looking for a much bigger breakdown.
I would have
than
been
it
looking
made.
through 31.15, probably 31 even. So I probably would have gotten
really that close.
31.08 maybe.
Oh, you would have been looking to get in there.
Yeah, it would have had to break down through here.
Right. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm trying to find one that doesn't work so that I can see like what you do, like, because to me, winning's the easy part, right?
Yeah.
How you lose to me is what
Of
makes
course.
it. Yeah. So like, say you got in this one, like, what do you do with one that does exactly what it
My
did?
average would be like 31.10 probably. I probably would have taken something off down here at the lows,
HKIT.
you know, and as it came back up, my stop would probably be a little better than break even. This one just didn't work. So I probably would have got out with a win still, but it would have been a small win. is what I think.
Well,
I
you
would've
said your
done.
entry would have been
Like 31.10,
at what?
31, somewhere in there. 31.08.
Gotcha. So that trade would have happened super quick, essentially.
That would
Like
not
you would
have
have got a
been a long
breakdown, took a little
last
off.
because it didn't continue. It just fucking popped back up. The second it makes like on, especially on 2-minute, if it gets back above that previous red candle, I'm really fucking done with it. That kind of tells me like
Well, right. That's always been my thing. Like if it gets back above that previous candle, it essentially negates
yeah, if I'm
the
looking for
trade. 'Cause-
weakness and I'm seeing
HKIT.
strength, I'm like, oh, I'm wrong. It's
Right.
not doing what I want it to do. I want
Right.
weakness here. I want like that Apple trade. That's what I want it to do. I want to see a fucking like, oops, I want to see the ground fall out. You know, I want it to look like they
Right.
just pulled out the fucking rug underneath them and they're all going, oh shit, cover, sell, get out.
Right. Right.
If I don't see that, I think I'm wrong. And I'm like, oh, maybe.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of.
That's my viewpoint.
That was my. Yeah. I got
And the
you.
only times they're normally losses is when it just
HKIT.
doesn't go down and pops right back up. Then it'll be a small loss. Like, oh, I didn't even post that trade today. I ended up taking well, it didn't go right on the day because of my pre-market trade, but what's that trade I took? HE. This one was a loss. The second one, I didn't actually post that because I was looking for trades.
You mean because you're a guru?
No, I post all my trades at the end of the day.
Being funny.
HKIT.
I don't know. I should have made this bigger, but whatever. Deal with it. I mean, this was a loss, so not a big loss, but a small loss, and just because it popped up, I didn't like it.
HKIT.
The
You
pre-market
post
was
at the
green.
end of
I
the
ended
day,
up.
so that way you can Photoshop everything.
Oh yeah, you know me.
Well, see, okay,
This one
so
was
this
a
is a good
loss.
example. Right, which is fine, but why did you even get in there?
Because
Like, I don't see any.
it was staying below the 50, and I thought this thing would slam back down here to $9.
HKIT.
I was hoping.
So this would not be what you consider an A+ trade. I'm assuming.
No, which is why I in and out so fast, and it was a risky trade. It was.
It's also very interesting you took it that close to the bell.
It was something me and Thomas were talking about the other day that made me test this theory. Which this one wasn't probably
Gotcha.
a great example, but it was trending below the 50. It was too far down. There was a lot of reasons I shouldn't have taken that, but that's why I was so tight with it too.
Well,
know?
it's actually I got you.
was super tight
It's
with
just
it.
kind of funny because I feel like that trade doesn't look like you at all. That's why I was confused. The first one does.
No, that one
one over
honestly
here in
doesn't look like me
pre-market.
because it's a risky fucking trade, and I'm normally not in those, but that one I just
Well,
I
and
just
it's
felt
like
it
it was
had so
above
much
key
weakness.
levels,
It
and
had so much weakness in it that it might just get fucking slammed. It was a let's see if
Right.
it gets slammed. When it came up, got below VWAP, I got in, took some out, tried it again, got right out. I'm like above that 50, I'm not in this.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I lost $15, $20 on the trade after making 38 or 40 in the pre-market. So it wasn't a big deal. I hadn't made any money yet. And I was thinking maybe I'll make some money on it. That was just an attempt. Fuck, it's humid as bitch in my house. What are you watching, Thomas? Anything?
None. I'm actually looking at that HE trade.
Yeah, that sucked.
So you went short and then took profit, then added back. Is that what I'm seeing?
God, that was a while back. Let me see. No, that is not what you're saying. I went short. This candle all happened real fast, I believe. Wait, is that what happened? No. Oh no, that is what happened. I went short. I added into it. I took profit. Then it popped on me. There was no add. So short, profit, and then it popped up, and then it came back down.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that candle literally went down, then up, and then down. That second candle there. And I just took it off when it got above the 50 because I was like, I don't want to do that. And then I top ticked it and was just like, well, I'm a fucking tard. That trade just wasn't a good trade, bro. I mean, it was a bad trade. They fucking happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the end of the world. As long as I don't let it fucking whack me, you know? I'll take a bad trade. I mean, I'll try it. That thing just has so much fucking volatility. I thought maybe we get slammed. Didn't. Apple actually is still down at the bottom of the day. Ooh. Apple wants to go lower. Hey, maybe we should be keeping Apple on a chart, huh?
All
That
right.
came up, tested
Zoom
your
out on Upstart.
23.6 from the
Got it.
bottom, failed it. Retested it, failed it again.
I was actually getting ready to close the stream down, but if you're still here, I'll give you a
I
couple
have enough
minutes to
issues
respond.
with AMD.
You're not ready to
Admittedly,
throw
I wish I
Apple
knew,
in the
man.
mix.
Wish I
Right.
knew.
It's just something I brought up the other day. Saying,
not-
hey,
not with my
look, these
strat
are
right now, that's for
following
sure.
too.
I know.
You know, index one is like, yeah.
I'm like, let's look at Apple. I took that one so light though, dude. I mean,
That's the way you got to do it. Get used to it, bro.
yeah. I mean, I took 100 shares, you know, I just wasn't. That's why when you said a quarter, I'm like, nah, I didn't take 25 shares. I took 50. It is that kind of price level that scares me a little bit. Which I don't know why. These up here retesting 105.
Mommy, I don't care.
Above it.
Yeah, I gotta shut the stream down. We got dentist appointments. I'm actually gonna shut it down
I don't know,
now.
man.
We're
Today's
leaving here in
rough.
like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna start getting everything closed up. I'll be back tomorrow morning, normal time.
You got anything on Watch 10?
Until then, later.